But that's all fun. That's all part of the fun. So we're gonna preview the draft. We're gonna go through each pick in the first round and talk about our feelings, so like what we think like each team's gonna go. Also gonna talk about the Orlando Brown trade for the Chiefs and the Ravens once we get to those picks. Before we begin, please hit subscribe, the like button, comment below, like all that would help. Share this video with someone who likes football. That would be amazing. So let's get right to it. So I mean, you said the draft begins at 3, although there was a report today from Rappaport that said the Jaguars have narrowed it down to Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson, and Justin Fields. So we'll see. I don't see Lawrence not being the pick, but who knows? Maybe it'll be Patrick Surtain at 50,000 to 1. But all right, let's go with the number 3 pick. So I think last week we did a mock draft. We did not have Mac Jones as the pick. But now it sounds like Mac Jones is the favorite, right? Like, so there was a report out that the 49ers are between Mac Jones and Trey Lance, and it sounds like Kyle Shanahan prefers Jones. So do you think Jones will be the pick?
I do, and if only because of what John Lynch said yesterday, pretty much. He was talking about if they were between a couple prospects, would he defer to Kyle Shanahan? He basically said yes, like he trusts his coach. And it seems that Shanahan wants Mac Jones more than Trey Lance at this point. It doesn't seem like Justin Fields is in the running anymore. We had Justin Fields in that spot last week because it seemed to make the most sense. Of the bunch, Mac Jones, like I'm higher on him than most. Like I acknowledge that. I think he's going to be a good quarterback, elite ball placement, accuracy, can read the field really well. But it still doesn't make sense to move up to number 3 to get him. I don't think, like, there were probably other teams that wanted him, like maybe the Broncos wanted him, so you might have to move in front of them. But they moved up from 12 to 3 to get Mac Jones. It seems like they could have at least had a shot to trade up for him in front of the Broncos if the Broncos really liked him, or maybe he even would have fallen into their lap at number 12. You never know. So I don't think it makes a ton of sense for them to take him. I have Justin Fields as my second highest rated quarterback, and I actually mocked Trey Lance to the 49ers last night just to see what would happen if that was the pick. But I think right now it seems like it's going to be Mac Jones, and we'll see if Kyle Shanahan can make that work.
Yeah, so comment here from Finn's Doc. Mac Jones would be a good domino to fall for the Finns to get Kyle Pitts. Yeah, definitely, because then Atlanta might take Trey Lance. So discuss Atlanta in a bit, but I think that Mac Jones, it sounds like he's now the favorite to be the pick, whereas before it was kind of up in the air. Like what you were saying with John Lynch deferring to Kyle Shanahan for quarterback picks. I guess so. Although the 49ers didn't take Deshaun Watson or Patrick Mahomes instead of Solomon Thomas. So I don't know if he should be deferring to Kyle Shanahan. I don't get this. I don't get this trade. Like they could have stayed at 12 and maybe got him. Charlie Campbell's spoken to some teams, and some teams have Mac Jones as a second round pick. One team has Mac Jones as a mid-round prospect. So to trade up to 3 to give up 2 first-round picks in the future, I don't know. I said in my mock draft, the 49ers should just trade down if they want to take Mac Jones. I don't see Atlanta taking him. Maybe Denver, so you could probably like park in front of them if you really want him that bad. But I think Denver wants Justin Fields more than Mac Jones. So I don't get this at all. I'm not a big fan of Mac Jones. Like, yeah, his short accuracy is like really good, and he's smart on the field, but he's so limited, and he has DUIs in his past. So I don't know. I don't even know if he's safe. I don't like this decision at all.
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Like, I think for me personally, like, I think Mac Jones's ceiling is probably as like a weaker armed Matt Ryan, and like his worst case scenario is turning into an Andy Dalton. So I do think he's safe, but the DUIs off the field are definitely a big deal. It seems that he's cleaned that up, but you never know. Like he could find himself getting into trouble if he gets in the NFL or if his head gets too big. So we'll see how this pans out for them, and if maybe Shanahan could turn him into the next Kirk Cousins, but if not, this is going to be a big whiff that could be a big time black spot on the resumes of both Lynch and Shanahan.
Yeah, I mean, do you even take Kirk Cousins at 3? I don't even do that. I'd rather have Justin Fields or maybe even Trey Lance. I don't get it, but